Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a Sacred Union Energy Update where we took a look at the Divine Masculine Energy, the Divine Feminine Energy, the connection between the two, and anything else that comes out. It's been a while since we've done one of these because we've been more geared towards Ascension Energy that's been coming in, especially with the collective going through a global awakening and ascension. That's the energy that's been coming in. That's what I've been channeling or called to channel. But do remember that for those of you who are on the Sacred Union path to ascension, that the ascension updates, they do contain information about divine masculine and divine feminine energies, about your connection, because again, what I channel for, it's not just ascension, it is a Sacred Union path to ascension. So do make sure that you are keeping up to date with the Ascension Energy updates as well. Okay, before we get into it, I want to mention the last video that I did, which is the Rise into Sacred Union. It was 2 parts within the same video. The first part is we talked about how important it is to protect your energy at this time. It is crucial for those of you who identify as, well, for anybody, I want to say anybody who is going through awakening, ascension, it's crucial to protect your energy. But especially for those who identify as twin flames, sacred partners, divine counterparts, for those of you who are, again, on the path of sacred union to ascension, it is crucial for you to be protecting your energy at this time. Really, everybody should be, but especially for those divine counterparts, because what is happening is as you're coming closer and closer to sacred union, your light is shining brighter. And not just you, but your divine counterpart as well. And when you guys are reunited, the love between you is so strong. And also what I'm hearing is so harmonious, so balanced, that it is so expansive that it is attracting anywhere where there is darkness, almost like a moth to a flame. Especially as a planet as a whole is going through ascension, what's happening is the planet is purging that low density energy. And so it's trying to cling to the light. And your light with your counterpart is so strong that it tries to attach to that. Now, your vibrations are so high and your energy is so strong that you do have the ability to repel it, but it does take protection, it does take energy clearing, and it does take awareness. So do be aware of who you're giving your energy to, where you're giving your energy, and especially where your thoughts are going. Be aware of your thoughts, because your thoughts, your mind is a very powerful tool. And if you are thinking negative thoughts or low vibrational thoughts, then because you are so powerful now, because you've been going through this process of ascension, you can manifest very quickly. And you have the power to manifest either, the negative or the positive. So do make sure that you're being very mindful of your thoughts. And if you are thinking in a negative fashion, then start becoming more aware of your thoughts. Become more mindful of your thoughts and how you're thinking, and start turning it around to more of a positive nature, because that positivity, that's what you will then manifest. But it's really important to keep clearing your energy, keep balancing yourself out, and keep doing energy protection. In that video, I gave a couple of examples of what to do for energy protection, and I'll go into that more in future videos as well. But really crucial at this time, because as you're coming into sacred union, your light is truly shining so bright because of the love. You guys have cleared so much toxicity. You guys have truly ascended into a higher level of consciousness. And those who are still in a lower level of consciousness, that energy will kind of cling to the higher level of consciousness and try to kind of suffocate it and drag it back down. Not consciously. Now, this is not, anything that people are really aware of. It's the energy. And it's working through, loved ones, family members, friends, colleagues, even, in the media, collectively, when you go out, shopping, things like that. Be very mindful of the energy around you, because that collective lower consciousness can really have an effect on you, and drag you. It's really is. It's like I hate saying a battle between dark and light, but it is. It truly is. But it really is a kind of a battle between lower consciousness and higher consciousness. Now, remember that everybody is where they are in their path. That just because somebody might be of a lower consciousness does not mean that they are not made of love. It just means that they have yet to go through the awakening process, that they have yet to go through the ascension process. They're doing their healing, they're doing their work, or at least beginning to do their work. So have compassion, still send love, because that is who you are. Hold the light, be the light, but also protect your energy so that you're not overextending yourself and you're not draining your energy and you're not giving your energy to that lower consciousness, to that lower dimensional consciousness or behavior. So really protecting your energy is of the utmost importance right now. Do make sure that you check out that video if you haven't already. The second part of that video was a revelation that I had. I had been going through this experience over the past few weeks, where I really began to understand inner union, really began to feel it within myself. And I didn't quite know how to articulate it until this past reading, until this past video. Now, I'm gonna get a visual, because they called me to get my Polly Pocket, and this isn't the first time that I've used this visual, but we're gonna go with it. So, okay, we've talked about this since the beginning of the channel, at least for a year. We've been talking about divine masculine and divine feminine energies and how you hold both energies within you. What they had told me was about inner union. You come into inner union first. You come into that wholeness, that balance between your masculine and feminine energies first, before you come into sacred union with another partner. And that inner union is the divine masculine and the divine feminine energies, not the distortions. You're clearing out the distortions. You're healing the distortions. Now you're rising into your divine nature, into your sovereign nature. And inner union is really feeling that wholeness within you. And I really experienced that the past few weeks, especially with my divine masculine. And as I experienced inner union within myself and felt that wholeness and felt that peace, felt that harmony, felt that balance, I saw a beautiful, tremendous transformation in my divine masculine as well. That's not to say that, he's going through the work himself. He's doing the hard stuff. Your masculine is investing, even if you can't see it, they are investing in your connection. By investing in themselves, they are doing the hard work of healing, looking at their patterns, looking at their habits, looking at their belief systems, looking at their relationships, and seeing what isn't serving me. They are really doing the hard inner work, just as you have. So I want to make that perfectly clear. You might not be seeing it, especially if you're not in communication right now with your counterpart, but they truly are going through this tremendous transformation. These past few months have been just a remarkable energy of change. And you can see it on the macro level, on a global perspective. There's so much change that is happening in the world because the world is going through ascension. Well, so are you. On the micro scale, on the smaller scale, you've been going through this on an individual level. You've been going through the purging. You've been going through the healing. You've been gathering the tools to be able to be those guides, those light workers, those way showers, to help the planet go through the ascension process as well. Because as you come into inner union and as you come into sacred union with your counterpart, what happens is you're holding that space for the planet to go through ascension as a whole. Your loved ones, your family, your friends, your coworkers, your colleagues, those around you are going to start going through this awakening and this ascension process, and you are lighting the way. You're holding that space for them. You're holding that love for them because you have the tools, because you have gone through this, because you have ascended. to this higher level of consciousness, to this higher level of awareness. And now you are helping to light the way. But inner union first. Let's pull back there for a minute. Inner union first. And we've been talking about this on the channel for a long time, where you have first, gender doesn't matter. Energy is energy. But for the sake of this, we're going to use the boy as the divine masculine, the girl here as the divine feminine. Okay? So you hold both energies within you, divine masculine and divine feminine. So she has both divine masculine and divine feminine within her. He has both divine masculine and divine feminine within him. And we did this in another reading a while ago, and I can't remember which one it is. Otherwise, I would point you guys there, but we're going to do this here before we get into the reading. So, divine feminine, the masculine energy within you, that you experience within you, is your divine masculine's energy. Divine masculine, the feminine energy within you, is your divine feminine's energy. It's just embodied in another person. And that's why when you meet each other, that connection is so strong, that recognition is so strong, that feeling of home is so strong. Different than a soulmate, where you have that familiar recognition of soulmates and home and, hey, I've known you before. This is different. This is you looking at each other and seeing yourself and seeing your soul, because you are reflections of each other, true reflections of each other, because you are that one soul. Quantum entanglement physics says that when one blue photon splits into two red photons across time and space and distance, it doesn't matter. When one is affected, the other is affected. That's the theory of twin flames or sacred partners. That's what we're talking about here. So as you heal and come into balance and harmony with your masculine and feminine energies, you're going to start seeing that shift within your counterpart, and vice versa. As they start healing their masculine and feminine energies, especially for the masculine, as they start healing their feminine energy within them, they're going to start viewing you in a different light. They're going to start viewing you as that divine feminine energy, where before they might have only experienced in their relationships distorted energies of the feminine. But as they heal that feminine energy within them, able to open up, able to express themselves, able to be vulnerable, able to really get in touch with their emotions and allow themselves to feel and express those feelings, allow themselves to be intuitive and to follow their intuition. The more they get into that energy, the more they're seeing you in that light, and vice versa. There is no separation between you two, and that's the most important thing. There truly is no separation. And when you come into that inner union, you recognize how there is no separation, that no matter where you are in the physical, you are always there with each other. So that was another way. They had told me, you're your own twin flame. After I had stopped that recording, they said, you're your own twin flame. And once you begin to understand that, once you truly feel that, then that energy really is embodied in that other person. You really see that in your connection in the physical. And we've been talking about that as within, so without, that you have to feel it within first, and then you experience that in the physical plane. That's what this is. So go ahead and take a listen to the Rise into Sacred Union energy update, because we talk about that more there. And I probably articulate it a little bit better, but I wanted to clarify all of this first in this reading. So I want to clarify all of this. So do make sure that you check it out. All right, so let's get into this energy update and see what is going on for the divine masculine, divine feminine. Your energies are so merged at this point, especially for my collective, that we're just going to pull some cards and see what comes out. Whether it's divine masculine, divine feminine, we're just going to play these by ear. Okay. Hold on. All right. Sorry, guys. My dogs wanted to join me. Perfect timing before I got into the reading. Okay, let's give this one more shuffle, and then we'll get into it. I'm feeling so good. And this is after a couple of weeks of really, really heavy energy. But everything is starting to feel so much lighter, so much better. I hope you guys are feeling that as well. Things just seem like we're turning a corner and things are getting brighter. I was talking to my divine masculine, and he mentioned, things realigning and readjusting. And the word reset kept coming in. And that's exactly what it feels like. It feels like a reset, like a whole reset, not just for our collective, not just for us as individuals, but for the planet as a whole. It really feels like there is a reset in the energies, like somebody pressed like a reset button, and it's helping to dispel a lot of that darkness, a lot of that heavy energy. So keep your vibrations high. Keep manifesting in a positive manner. Be aware of your thoughts and what you're thinking. And if your thinking is leading towards something of a negative nature, be aware of that and turn it around, especially when you're speaking about yourself. Especially when you're speaking about yourself. Or even when you're speaking about others. Really make sure that you're mindful of your thoughts. Okay. So, Spirit, let's see what's going on for these sacred partners. Ooh. Yes, I love it. I love it. Okay, first, they want to pull me towards the Nine of Wands. You guys have not given up on this connection. You have not given up on each other. You have not given up on yourselves. I know, especially for Divine Feminines, you were in an energy where you wanted to walk away. And maybe some of you have. Maybe some of you were feeling fed up. Maybe some of you are feeling fed up. Yeah, you want a new beginning. You want a fresh start. You didn't want to stay stuck in stagnant energy. This is that card of perseverance. This is the card of not giving up. This is the card of, I'm going to continue going that extra mile for myself. And so because you're not giving up on yourself, you're not giving up on your connection. Because you guys are not separate. It's really important to understand that. It's really important to feel that there is no separation between you and your counterpart. That is unity consciousness, that we are all part of the same whole. We are all one, especially you and your counterpart. So the energy that I'm picking up on, the segment of the collective that I'm picking up on today is for those who have not given up on the connection. Even if you walked away, even if you took some space, even if you disconnected and detached, that was necessary. That was necessary in order for your individual growth and for your counterpart to grow as well. But what is actually happening here, it's almost like they want me to put this here. Because you haven't given up on your connection, what's happening is you're actually inviting in your reunion, your Six of Cups. You're actually inviting in more communication, more stability, more harmony. This Six of Cups has an energy of the Three of Cups for me, especially paired with the Star card. It has an energy of joy and celebration and harmony. It has an energy of just happiness and bliss and new beginnings. This is that reset that we were just talking about. This is that fresh start. You have to let the past be in the past. You have to let go of any anger and a resentment for the past, because remember, you are always transforming. You are constantly transforming. You're not the same person that you were yesterday. You're not the same person that you were a few weeks ago. You're not the same person that you were a few months ago or a few years ago. Look back at where you were on this journey. Look back at where you are now. Your energy is constantly shifting, and you have the ability to shift your energy in the present moment. You're not attached to the past. Well, you shouldn't be. I should say that. You shouldn't be attached to the past. That's because the past is in the past. And you have a chance to create your future. You have choices. Every choice that you make in the now moment leads you to future possibilities, different future possibilities. And the more you ascend, we have channeled this on here as well. The more you ascend, any negative timelines get stripped away, so that all that is left are positive potential timelines for you to choose from, for you to go towards. And every moment, so this moment, you have a choice that unveils or unfolds multiple different potential timelines. And the more you're in that high vibration, the more you're in such a higher energy of or high consciousness, the more the potential timelines are of a high vibration and a positive nature. And so this now moment creates potential timelines. And then the next now moment creates potential timelines. And then the next now moment creates potential timelines. And it's forward momentum and forward momentum and forward momentum until you're just creating this beautiful, abundant life. You're manifesting this beautiful, abundant life because of the choices that you are making and the patterns that you are breaking in every moment. But it comes from a higher level of consciousness, and it comes from being aware of yourself, of your patterns, of your beliefs that are constantly changing and shifting, your energy that is constantly changing and shifting, evolving and expanding. And so you have to let go of the past and don't hold on too tightly to the future, because that's just control. Be in the flow of the present moment, because that's where this beautiful Six of Cups energy comes in. And they're coming with an energy that it's almost like this is past, present, and future, that the more you let go of the past, the more you let go of the fighting and the battles and the, it's like the wounded warrior energy, the more you let go of the past warrior that you had been. How do I say this? The wounded warrior has been through battles. The Nine of Wands has been through so many battles, carrying that burden, carrying that, leading to the Ten of Wands, where they just are ready to put that burden and that weight down. They're not giving up, but it's a struggle. It's been a struggle. The more you let go of that energy and just allow yourself to be happy in the present moment, the more you unfold this star, future success and happiness, your wishes coming true, your manifestations coming true. This is your guiding light. Let this be your guiding light, but always anchor into the now moment. So with this Six of Cups, what I feel like is coming is you guys, with your connections, you really are having this reset, really having this fresh start, this new beginning, taking this leap of faith towards each other with this sense of confidence, because you haven't been giving up on each other. You haven't been letting each other go. At the very least, energetically, you might have been detaching. You might, out of anger, have, walked away, or even just out of your own boundaries, out of your own self-respect and self-love, stepped back from the connection, moved forward for your own life, which is beautiful. But in your heart, that love has still been there. That fire is still burning for your counterpart. And what that's doing is, because you have been focused on yourself, because you have been, doing whatever it is that you need to for you, focused on your happiness, focused on your highest potential, focused on your best and highest life, your best and highest timeline. Because you have taken the focus off of the connection and taken the pressure, therefore, off of your counterpart, energetically at the very least, what's happening is it's magnetically drawing you guys back to each other. That has created a cycle of evolution and expansion that you have both gone through, where you have been healing almost, I don't want to say separately, because it's that circle that I had channeled. It's this energy. It's this energy here that I had channeled. It's you guys had been almost like on your own individual paths, but you're still part of the same energy. You're still part of the same circle here. You just looked like you were on your different path. And what's happening is now you're coming into inner union, and now you're coming into sacred union, which is this point of convergence. This was your recognition, your first meeting, where you were launched on this path, on this ascension journey, and then you kind of went your separate ways. Even if you were in contact, even if you were in communication, you were still kind of growing individually through each other, through other people, kind of going through your separate ways. But now what's happening is you really are coming into this inner union, and that's where you come into sacred union. And that they had channeled after that to me is when you move forward together. No matter which direction you go, now you're doing it together in harmony. And they had channeled that this is the flow of love now, the infinite flow of love that we have been channeling for the better part of 6 months. That's what this beautiful sacred union creates. because you've gone through your soul growth, because you have cleared karma and all that soul sludge, all that dense, heavy energy, because you have shifted in consciousness, now you and your person, because you've reached that inner union, you're reaching that inner union, that wholeness within you, that balance of the divine feminine and divine masculine energies within you. Because you're doing that, you're seeing that in your connection, your physical connection with another person. And as that happens, it's like this is the 5D, this is the 3D. So now your relationship is manifesting in a beautiful, harmonious way in the 3D, and you're doing this together. You might, be separate every once in a while, go on trips and, work separate jobs or whatever it is, but you know that you're in this relationship, this partnership, this beautiful union together. There's an awareness, there's an acknowledgement, there's a commitment between the two that, again, you're not giving up on each other, because you know that this is a strong soul connection, and you know that you are each other's guiding light, that you are helping to heal each other, you're helping each other to grow, and this is a pure, true, divine love. Wow, you guys, this is an unexpectedly powerful reading. Wow. It's like, this is what happens when I don't channel for a while. I've been doing client readings and focusing on that, but and the ascension updates as well, but this is powerful. This is really amazing, these shifts that are coming in. And we had said that June was going to be a powerful month of breakthroughs and forward momentum, and we're only at the 11th of June. So we have a lot, there's a lot cosmically with the eclipses coming in. There's a lot with the retrogrades that's happening. There is a lot that is happening that is influencing these connections in the positive light. So what I've been channeling, especially for client readings, is moving into the fall, especially August, September, and October, pivotal months for coming into harmonious sacred union. Really beautiful energy coming in then, really beautiful transformations happening from now until then, and I feel like you're going to start seeing that forward momentum, start seeing that forward movement. So your job is to just let go of any expectations. It's very hard, I understand. Have those daydreams, hold that vision, but let go of the timing. Let go of this is what it's meant to look like, and just allow, just trust, have faith in your connection and it's unfolding. And also what I'm hearing is have faith in your beloved. Have faith that they're going through a transformation as well as you have. And, a lot of what we talked about in the Rise into Sacred Union video is a lot of readers talk about the divine masculine needing to take the move, needing to commit, needing to come in. But remember, too, that that's your divine masculine energy within you, divine feminines. So don't be afraid to take the lead if you're called to. Don't be afraid to take the first step if you're called to. It's so important to listen to your intuition and not the box or the container of this should be this way, this should be that way. What you're doing when you're listening to your intuition and leading from your intuition, following your intuition, is you are trusting in the energy within you. You're trusting in the God source within you. And so whatever it is that you're guided to do, don't create resistance there, even if it is being called to take action, because then you would just be creating resistance for your divine masculine, because that's your masculine energy being asked to take action, being asked to take charge. And if you're resistant to that, then you're just creating resistance within the connection and possibly even seeing that resistance in your outward connection embodied in your divine masculine, in that person. So be aware of the energies. Be aware of where are you still holding yourself back? Where are you still creating resistance? No matter what, as you come into that wholeness, as you come into that inner union, it's all about doing what you feel, how you feel you're being led, following your intuition. Where's your intuition leading you? Not the ego. Be mindful of that. Use discernment on that. But how is your intuition leading you? And the intuition will always speak a little bit softer, The intuition will always speak from the heart. It will never be forceful because that's ego. It will never be fear-filled because that's ego. Your intuition will speak from a place of love. And so trust in your intuition. Okay. Don't know what I just said, but maybe it needs to be said again. All right, what's going on with these divine counterparts, Spirit? Tell me more about what's going on with these divine counterparts. The Queen of Cups. What's going on with these divine counterparts? I feel like that's both of you. I feel like both of you are in your emotions here. Queen of Cups and Nine of Cups. Wow. And one more. What's going on for these divine counterparts here? And the Two of Swords. Yeah, there might be still some resistance here. So tell me about the Two of Swords, the High Priestess. Yeah, okay, that's exactly what I was just channeling. The Two of Swords, there might still be some resistance here about your intuition, about trusting your intuition. But once you unblock that, this beautiful energy is there underneath the surface. The Queen of Cups, who speaks from the heart, who is nurturing and emotional and expressive, but beautifully balanced in that way. With the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, this is an open-hearted energy. Yeah, King of Swords, speaking from a place of authenticity, speaking from a place of, with the Queen of Cups, emotional expression, but from a very balanced, and they're giving me the word regal, a regal place. Now, you might be blocking this. You might be guarding this. There might be some resistance to following your intuition, but with this energy here, what they're calling you to do is to truly, truly keep that open heart. Keep that open heart. Okay, they're calling me to divine masculine energy. So I feel like these were overall energies for what's going on in your connection, but they want me to get specific with divine masculine and divine feminine energy. So let's do that. We'll just go with the flow. It's funny because I was eyeing this deck before and I was wondering if they wanted me to use it, but the mermaid deck felt more appropriate. So I feel like this is the overall connection. This is like the higher level, but let's see what's going on for the divine masculine. The divine masculine energies. This might even be resonating for you, divine feminines specifically, but this is really for both of you. Okay, divine masculine. Where's the divine masculine at this time? King of Wands. Knight of Swords. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups, Nine of Cups. So, yeah, wanting this wish fulfillment. And just like you, divine feminines, I feel like this is like you as well. Both of you wanting this wish fulfillment. So, King of Wands, your divine masculine, feeling, I'm hearing ready to take action, feeling that passion. And that passion, it's not sexual passion, although they could very well be feeling that sacral energy. And actually, I feel like they are feeling that sacral energy. But it's really a passion for, they're showing me the Fool card again. It's a passion for life. It's like they want a reset. It's like they want a fresh start. And it's like they know that they can have this now. They're recognizing that their past, they have to let go of it. If they want their new beginning, if they want their best and highest timeline, if they want their manifestations, if they want happiness, then they have to let go of the past. And that's past habits, behaviors, beliefs, relationships, whatever it is, whatever that karma was, they have to let go of that. And they're ready to let go of it. They have been exhausted, is what I'm hearing, because they've been holding on and holding on and holding on and trying to make it work in the same energy. And because they have been going through this transformation and this process of ascension, they're not in the same energy. But they've been holding on to that old energy and it just hasn't been working. It's been draining them. And so they might have been feeling physically exhausted and fatigued. Pains, I'm hearing back pains, shoulder pains, where they're just, feeling physically depleted. And I feel like that's that Nine of Wands energy here, where they're like that wounded warrior. They're just like, I'm exhausted, but I don't want to give up on my life, because they had reached that rock bottom. They had reached that point where they wanted to give up, where it felt like everything was all over. And they're saying that there was they're saying that there was something that triggered them in a positive way to stand back up. For some, that might have been their divine feminine. For others, it might have been a colleague, I'm hearing, a coworker, something to do with work that just sparked some kind of motivation in them. It could have been something a family member said. It could have been something that they heard on television or, music or whatever it is. There was something that put that fire back inside of them. It could have even been an intuitive hit, an intuitive download from spirit, that they started to see those synchronicities, that they started to see manifestations, and they started to really connect to themselves. But that fire that had been, it's like they were in the embers, but that fire had been relit. And now it is just a passion for themselves again, and a passion for their life. And that's what this King of Wands feels like. This feels like they're being reignited, and they're ready to charge forward. They're ready to take action now. They're tired of overthinking. They're tired of second guessing. They're tired of the questioning. They're tired of doubting themselves. They're tired of feeling disconnected from themselves, and therefore feeling disconnected from you, divine feminines. They are ready to take action, and they're ready to charge forward. This Knight of Swords is just one who is ready to, feels like, do battle. Now, again, it's a different energy. It doesn't feel like do battle in the same energy where they were just, fighting everybody around them, where they were just getting swept up in drama and conflict and manipulation and games. They might have been manipulating too. They might have been playing games too. They might have gotten caught up in that drama and that conflict and that chaos as well. But they're cutting all of that out because they're recognizing that that was an old energy. And because they're in a higher vibration, because they have ascended and are ascending, because they are transforming, their energy is shifting. And so as they're charging forward towards their happiness, creating their wish fulfillment, recognizing that they are powerful in their thoughts, that they are powerful in their healing abilities, that they are powerful in their connection to source. As they're recognizing this, they are taking charge of themselves and of their life and creating space for their best and highest timeline. This is just an energy of cutting out anything that doesn't fit, anything that isn't of that higher vibration anymore, and choosing what is. Now, here's something else. When we say cutting out, it doesn't have to be, when we're talking about relationships specifically, it doesn't have to be, or even work, anything that is that, that energy. It doesn't have to be, we're talking about energy here, so it doesn't have to be that they actually physically, don't see a family member anymore, or don't see, or don't go to work anymore, that kind of thing. Because this is all energy. When we're saying cut it out, it's moving beyond, changing the pattern. That's the most important thing here. They're changing the pattern. They're changing the energy within themselves and how they react to others, how they relate to others, how they communicate with others. And as they change that energy within themselves, the energy in their outside world shifts completely. So their relationships with others, their relationship with work, their relationship with money, that all begins to shift in a positive way as they cut out the old energy, as they cut out their old way of thinking, as they cut out their old beliefs, as they cut out the toxicity, the patterns, the conflict, the drama. As they cut that energy out, their energy begins to shift. And so does their entire life. So I want to make that clear that it's all about the energy. It's not about the physical. It's all about the energy. In some cases, in some extreme cases, it is, they might change jobs, or they might, do something with their finances, or, they might have to cut out, take a step back from relationships, that kind of thing. If it's a romantic relationship, they might, depart from that relationship. So it might, in extreme cases, it might show itself in the physical, but the most important part to understand is it is the energy around it that they are shifting, because they're shifting the energy within themselves, and that is what's important. And you shift the energy within yourself by shifting the patterns, shifting the beliefs, shifting your level of consciousness. And that's what's leading to that Nine of Cups. How is Divine Masculine feeling about Divine Feminine? How's Divine Masculine feeling about Divine Feminine right now? How's Divine Masculine feeling about Divine Feminine? Three of Pentacles. How's Divine Masculine feeling about Divine Feminine? So I do want to point out the cards feel a little bit clunky when I'm shuffling them right now. And I feel like they're all up in their emotions. I feel like they're feeling a lot. I feel like right now, Divine Masculine, they might pull back a little bit. If you are in communication, or at least energetically, you might be feeling them pulling back a little bit, because I feel like they're processing a lot. That's what this feels like. It feels like they're feeling a lot, and so there's a lot to process around their connection and around how they feel about you. What I'm actually hearing is I'm being honest with myself about my feelings towards you. So let's see what that means. Lovers on the bottom of the deck here. Okay, so when I said that they're feeling a lot of emotions, I feel like they're looking at this with the Three of Pentacles, which used to be my Union card. It still kind of is. It's the Trinity energy here. It's partnership. It's working together. It's collaboration. I feel like Divine Masculine wants to come back together with you guys, with Divine Feminines, and heal the connection. That's what this energy feels like. It feels like they want to come back together, heal the connection, and work together towards this beautiful union here, towards the lovers, towards this relationship, towards this partnership, towards this love. But when I said that they're processing a lot, the Seven of Cups, they had been in an energy of confusion for so long around their feelings, and they've always known this love. They've always known that they loved you, at least on a subconscious level, but their ego was really tripping them up because of past heartbreak. And so I feel like they have been processing past heartbreak within their own lives, as far as past relationships, past views of love that they might have learned from parents or guardians, or even within their own relationships. As well as past heartbreak within your own connection. So I feel like they're processing all of this, but the Lovers card at the bottom of the deck, that trumps all of this. That's the energy that I'm getting here. Yeah, they were feeling a little bit of regret here around this connection, how this connection had transpired, but this Lovers card trumps all of this, because it's like this is what is being lifted. That's the energy that I'm getting here. This is what we're talking about. Like this Five of Cups, this Seven of Cups, this Three of Swords. This is what's being lifted. This is what they're processing right now. They're processing that regret, that remorse over how they didn't see you, Divine Feminine, how they didn't see this connection, how they didn't see themselves, how they didn't love themselves, and how they were so focused on all these other cups that they weren't focused on the cup that mattered, the cup that was real, the cup that was true, the cup that was their fulfillment. And it was creating so much confusion within them. And that confusion was leading to so much heartache and even drama, even conflict, even chaos within themselves. But what's happening now with the Lover's card here is, and especially with the King of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Nine of Cups, as we had just talked about, what's happening here is they're clearing this energy away. And it just feels like such a lighter energy. It just feels like happy. Like they're allowing themselves finally to be happy. They're allowing themselves to finally embrace this connection, and not only embrace this connection, but embrace what it is that they're feeling, because they're clearing out all of this energy. This is that old energy that they're clearing out in order to come into this union, in order to come into this recognition. And I feel like they've had that recognition, so that's not the right word, but in order to come into this partnership with you, this very tangible partnership with you. This isn't just wish fulfillment. This is tangible. This is a relationship. This is something that is real. This is working together now for the same cause, for your sacred union, working towards your sacred union together now. This energy is just, it's difficult cards. The Five of Cups, the Seven of Cups, the Three of Swords, difficult cards. But I gotta say, this energy feels so good. It feels so light because it feels like they're really working through this and clearing this away. And what happens when they clear this away, that's when this harmony comes in. And I feel like they're just feeling this within their heart space. I feel like they're just feeling lighter with you when it comes to you. They might still be having some stuff going on in their physical environment, but when it comes to this connection, they're seeing that this connection helps them to transform and helps them to raise their vibration. And as they raise their vibration, then their whole world transforms. Their whole physical environment transforms. They're clearing this away. This is amazing energy. All right, we're getting kind of long here, so I'm going to get a romance angel for how you're feeling about each other, and then we're going to end with messages towards each other. And that will be it. Patreon subscribers, I am going to try to work on a pick a pile and a romance reading for you guys this weekend. I know I promised to have that this week, but the week kind of got away from me. But I will have that up for you sometime this weekend, so make sure that you stay tuned to that. And we'll be back with more daily energy draws and collective readings next week, and possibly some updates on Instagram and Facebook. We'll see. We'll see what comes in. We'll see what wants to be channeled. Okay. Let's start with you, Divine Feminines. Divine Feminines, how are you feeling about your Divine Masculine at this time? How's the Divine Feminine feeling about the Divine Masculine at this time? Okay, so we got 3 cards. I'm actually going to take them all. We got Free Yourself. It's time to take back control of your life, chemistry, and playfulness. And what's interesting about this is when I was shuffling the deck, I was hearing open heart, and that's what we had channeled in this energy up here, opening the heart, not blocking it off, not creating that resistance. That's this energy here. I feel like you're really freeing yourself from the connection as far as the pressure of this connection. Still feeling that chemistry, but it's like you're moving into a new cycle, Divine Feminines, where you are just feeling really positive and whole within yourself, really good within yourself, with or without your divine counterpart, because you're recognizing that your divine counterpart will be there no matter what. They're always a part of you, and it is meant to be. It will unfold and will continue to unfold. Keep allowing it to unfold. Keep allowing your connection to unfold. But what's beautiful about this is you're letting go of all that heartbreak. You too are clearing this out. You're letting go of the resentment. You're letting go of the heartbreak. You're letting go of the past. That's what this Free Yourself is. And as you free yourself from the past, from all the tension and the heartbreak and the resentment, as you open up your heart space to just love, the chemistry is coming in. The playfulness is coming in. The innocence is coming back to your connection with a spark of a lot of chemistry, a lot of sexual energy, a lot of flirtatiousness, but in a beautiful, lighthearted way. to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Yes, that's exactly it. You're going to be pulled back towards each other, and this playfulness is going to help continue to clear any of this energy here for your divine masculine. As you come back into reunion, this playfulness is going to help the both of you reestablish your connection, start fresh, have that new beginning, and just make you both feel free to love each other, because you're not stuck in the old cycle. And that old cycle was, remember the circle there? It was the old cycle of you guys going through your individual growth. It was the old cycle of you guys clearing out that soul sludge, that karma, that baggage, past heartbreak, past trauma. And so now that you're ascended, you're feeling lighter, you're feeling better, you're feeling in high vibration. And it doesn't mean that you don't have bad days, but those bad days, you now have the tool to turn around, to shift that energy, to bring that to your awareness and change the pattern. You're free because you're free within yourself. You're free within this connection because you're free within yourself from that attachment to the past. And that is bringing you back together, drawn back together magnetically, feeling this beautiful chemistry towards each other, this attraction towards each other, but in a much more lighthearted energy. That is amazing. This is beautiful. This is harmonious sacred union. How is divine masculine feeling towards divine feminine at this time? How's divine masculine feeling towards divine feminine at this time? Oh, you guys both wanted to come out. We have worth waiting for and very soon. The energy that I'm getting here is it will pay off. It will pay off. Yeah, look, you deserve love. And the work that you have done, how you have held space, how you have come back to this place of forgiveness, how you have transcended, cleared any of the heartbreak. It doesn't mean that you don't forget. It doesn't mean that you don't work through it. It doesn't mean that it's not acknowledged. You have to hold up your boundaries as well. You have to express yourself, what is and isn't okay with you. You have to be able to stand in your sovereignty, stand in your power, because this is your life and you're part of a connection. You're both part of a connection, but this is you as well. But because you have been doing that work, it's paying off. It's paying off. And your divine masculine is saying you do deserve love. You do deserve the love that you have been asking me for. And I promise you that it has been worth waiting for. And very soon, I will be showing you everything that you do deserve. I will be showing you everything that you have been asking of me, everything that you have been wanting of me. Spiritually, energetically, from a loving standpoint. This isn't, I'm not talking about, your masculine. If you're saying that you want a house, your masculine is going to go out and buy you a house, that kind of thing. That's material. We're talking higher level here. We're talking about love. We're talking about your masculine is saying, I'm trying to be more open. I will be more vulnerable. I will make the effort. I will show you that I care. I will tell you that I care. Whatever it is, however that is, and how that resonates for you guys. Your divine masculine is telling you that you deserve love. They're recognizing that you deserve love. They're recognizing that they haven't been giving you the appreciation and the attention that you have deserved and the love that you have deserved. And they're telling you that they know that you've been waiting. They know that you've been holding space. And very soon, they will be showing you just how much you mean to them. Wow, this is you guys, I can't even tell you. My energy is so high up there right now. I don't know what I'm saying a second after I say it, so I really have to watch this back. That's what happens when I channel. I'm not consciously aware of what I'm saying. But this energy feels so powerful and so beautiful and so loving. And it's just this is what happens. This is what I was saying in the beginning, why you have to protect your energy, because this is what happens when, number one, you're in your power. You're in your high vibration. This is fifth dimensional consciousness. And number two, when you both come together, your energy together is so unbelievably powerful. And it's unreal. The love that is coming through right now. The love that is coming through. It's almost like, it's like I've been doing this for almost 2 years on this channel. And it's like, when I look back at some of the tough readings I've done, this is completely different energy. Completely different energy. It's amazing, the transformations that you have both been through. And if you're not quite seeing it yet in the physical, trust. Have faith, because both of you are going through this transformation. Again, those two red photons, when one transforms, the other transforms. What affects one affects the other. That is this dynamic. That's how you feel each other's energy. That's how you tune into each other's energy. That's how you share that same soul, that same love. That's how you are that same love. And now that you've cleared up all that gunk between you guys from your past, now that you're ascending into higher vibration, now, okay, I'll get to that in a second. Now that you're ascending into that higher vibration, it's like all that is left between you guys is harmony and love. And I mean, there's still going to be stuff to work through, as with any relationship, as with any partnership, as with any, connection. There's still going to be stuff to work through, but you're working through it together. You're doing it together now. That's the difference. You're not repelling each other. You're not resisting each other. You're not fighting each other, butting heads. Now you're working through it together, because you're trusting each other, because you're honoring each other, because you're truly recognizing each other and loving each other. And what was coming through was, recognize too that you would not be in communication, whether it's sparse or whether it's constant. You would not be in communication and reunion with your divine counterpart if you were not on the same vibration, if you were not on the same frequency. So have faith in that as well. That's really important to understand. You would not be in each other's orbit, in each other's vicinity, in each other's experience, if you were not on the same vibration. So recognize that as well. That's a really important message that just came through. Okay. Divine Feminines, what do you want to say to your Divine Masculine? Actually feels like Divine Masculine energy that came through. I'm healing old traumas and there's still time for us. That actually feels like this energy. That feels like Divine Masculine energy that came through. So I feel like this, I'm healing old traumas, is that clearing energy. And they're saying, I recognize that you've been waiting and we're going to have a fresh start where there's still time for us. We're going to have a fresh start. Let's get one more for Divine Masculine. Since that was unexpected, let's get one more for Divine Masculine. You guys, these are my Conversations with Counterparts deck, available on Etsy. They are back in stock. I just restocked, so and I have them physically here. So if you guys are interested in purchasing any of my decks, they're available on Etsy. Let's just get one. What does Divine Masculine want to say to Divine Feminine? What does Divine Masculine want to say to Divine Feminine? Thank you. I don't understand how I could fall so fast. This energy feels like new energy. This energy feels like your Divine Masculine opening up and just allowing themselves to fall into love. That's what this feels like. This feels like if they've been in love with you since the day that they met you, this feels like they're finally opening up their heart and allowing themselves to tumble headfirst into love, to feel the full force of their emotions, to trust in their emotions, and just allow themselves to fall in love. Where before they were really withdrawn, before they were really holding themselves back, before they were really holding up a hand, this really feels like they're allowing themselves to fall in love. I do want to have a caveat here that you guys may be at different places. So take the reading as it resonates for you. I do tend to channel a little bit ahead. So take the reading as it resonates for you, when it resonates for you. There might be bits and pieces that are resonating for you. So it all depends on where you are in your journey. But this reading, if you're coming upon it, it's meant to be heard. And it might be something that's something for you to look forward to if you're not quite here yet. Again, because I do channel a little bit ahead. You can always check out the past readings. All of my readings are meant to be timeless, so check out the titles, see if anything is resonating with you. If you want to go back to the playlist, but this feels like, at the very least, this is what we're looking forward to. This feels like current energy for a group of you guys. I'm hearing majority so for the majority of my collective that I read for, this feels like this energy here. But for some of you, if you're like, this isn't my connection at all, this is what you have to look forward to, this energy. So let this keep you having that faith. Let this keep you, when you listen to a reading, if it's a negative reading, we always say disregard it, because if you focus on it, then that's what you manifest. You have the power to shift energy. And if you're not hearing something that you like, you can shift the energy out of that. And if this feels good to you, then you can shift your energy towards this. You can manifest this. So whichever segment of the collective where you are, no matter where you are in your path, this is amazing, amazing, amazing energy that is coming through. So whether this is your current energy, whether this is, energy that you're manifesting in, trust in this, because this is incredible. This is what we're heading towards. This is that harmonious sacred union. This is that fifth dimensional consciousness. It's amazing. It's been a while since I've channeled, and I was not expecting this. This is crazy. But crazy in the best possible way. This is freaking incredible. Okay, Divine Feminines, what do you want to say to your Divine Masculine? Divine Feminines, what do you want to say to your Divine Masculine? You matter to me. You've always mattered to me. I'm hearing, you idiot, you've always mattered to me. Why couldn't you just see it? So, yeah, some of you might still be in an energy of, you're an idiot. Why are you taking so long? But it's more playful now. It's more playful now, and it's like, you still matter. That's the energy. You still matter. I'll cross oceans for you. I'm holding space for you. That's what that feels like. I'm holding space for you. And let's get one more. I'm thinking about you in this very moment. Beautiful. And I feel like this is for both of you. I want to spend my life with you. Both of you saying that to each other. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, you guys. I'm so high on this reading. It's unbelievable. So this love that is coming through here, my heart is just wide open. So I'm going to end this here. As much as I don't want to, I am going to end this here. Let's get a lover's oracle for the hell of it, shall we? Let's just end with this. Let's just keep going. I don't want this to end. This is incredible energy. I just want to soak it in. It's so gorgeous. Okay, guidance. Let's get a card of guidance for you guys. What's the card of guidance for these divine counterparts? Please, Spirit. Okay. Oh my gosh. All right. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. This is the energy of, don't get so caught up in your ego that you neglect and negate your heart. Trust in your heart. Be true to yourself and be true to your heart. That was a message that was coming through in this section of the reading up here. We also have the card of healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. That's what's happening here. There's a lot of processing going on and a lot of healing going on, but it's not the healing of the past. It's not the healing of the triggers and the tension and the resistance. This is the healing of coming into balance, the healing of coming into more harmony. And look what we have at the bottom of the deck. We have sacred union. I mean, honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. When you honor this connection, when you honor yourself, when you're honoring your counterpart, that's when you come into sacred union. It's all about, letting go of any resentment, letting go of any fear, and just having that open heart. And it's, that's not to say it isn't difficult, but that is what we're doing on this ascension journey, learning how to love unconditionally, and unconditional love is an open heart. All right, you guys. Candle went out. That is my cue to end the reading. I am sending you guys so much love, so much light. We will be back with more collective readings, so stay tuned to the channel, and we'll see you soon. Bye.